Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Another colouring book flipped through for you. I had to share this with you. This is my beloved Christine Karron's work, and oh my gosh, she doesn't disappoint. So this is Fairy and Fantasy, the grayscale colouring book, obviously by the beautiful Christine Karron. Christine Karron does have a channel on YouTube, and she does shows how she puts together some of her original images, so go over and check that out. I'll put a link in the description box below of that. I did contact Christine and said to her that I had brought a couple of her images on Etsy and could I use them on my channel. Not only did she reply, but she subscribed to me as well, and I was so excited. I mean, what more can a colourist want than their idol following them? So that was pretty amazing. So here we go, let's go on through this fairy and fantasy journey together. So let me just check. It is printed in Germany, this one, on by Amazon, and the paper, I have to say, feels a lot better than UK Amazon paper. What else can I tell you about it? It's fairly thick for a Christine Karron book. On the back you get a thumbnail of all the images that are included in the book, and you'll see I did a colour along to one of these, which I'll show you as we get to it. So this book belongs to, I mean, even that in itself is an outstanding picture, isn't it? And it's going to be absolutely gorgeous coloured in. So Seedling, it's the one that I did a colour along, and we did finish it together. I did it in two parts, and it was where I did it in Derwent pastel pencils, and it just came out beautifully. So she says in her introduction that it's for beginner colourists as well as experienced colourists. So here's our title page. Let me bring you in slightly. And so you get 20 images. Sorry, the camera shake. 20 images plus an extra 4 bonus ones, and most of them, not all of them, are available on Christine's Etsy store. I'm gonna have to come back out again now slightly, I do apologise. Let's just come back out enough. There we go. I'll try not to shake you too much. And what I like about Christine's is they usually have a title to the image. And this one in particular is called Fairy Ring. Isn't she adorable? Look at that dress. And the background in this book are a lot lighter than in previous in previous books. So Wind Whispers, I mean, look at that. And the other fun aspect of Christine Karron, not only is it grayscale and she's just the most amazing artist to colour, but because it's fantasy, you don't have to have the usual hair colours. They could be any hair colours you want, and if you go and look on Christine's channel, she quite often does that. So this is the Grace Fairy. Isn't she gorgeous? I'm keeping my hand slightly over it just so that it can't be copied. But isn't she beautiful? Look at those wings. Absolutely outstanding. Whimsy Fairy, and she's got her flowers, a bit of shade there. Aren't they adorable images? They really are outstanding. I mean, the detail, the faces is what I like of Christine Karron's, because they are so pure and beautiful. There's such an innocence about them, is what I like. So this one's called Fey Messengers. I don't know about you, but that's how I like to think of fairies, that there would be in harmony as one with nature, and that birds and other creatures would not be scared of them. They would be yeah, in harmony with each other. Wow. Fox Rider. Absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful images. And this one is, I've got to have a go at this. Forest Sprite, I do apologise. And on Etsy, if you go and look on Karron's store on Etsy, a lot of the images are coloured in, so if you do have like a colouring block and you can't think of what colours to do it, she's got images on there as well as additional images that you haven't seen in her books. So go over and check it out. It's well worth it. Look at this one. Fairy Magic. Look at that. The fun you could have getting that to glow on her. A little antennae, look. Isn't she just adorable? I'll move her down slightly, get it all in. Raven Guide. And I like the fact as well that Christine does men. It's not all just girl fairies or women fairies. Just oh, this one, wow. Water Nymph. Isn't she beautiful? Unicorn Princess. See, and again, in this colouring book, there seems to be something for everyone. I mean, there is sort of a more traditional fairy, or the younger looking fairy, and it just, for me, I love every image, but I think it has something for everyone. It appeals to everybody that likes fairies. I mean, look at her. Isn't she cute? This one's called Baby Dragon. Look at the love in that face. That's what I like about it. There's such innocence and beauty in those faces that Karron draws. Christine draws, sorry, I do apologise. Mr. Vampire. He's quite good looking for a Mr. Vampire, isn't he? I love his hair. I wonder what colour we could do that. He's just gorgeous. Wow. So we've got reindeer up the side. It looks like ducks flying around her. And she's called the Tides of Time. You heard that thing, the tide, or is it Time and Tide waits for no man? So she's not going to wait for anyone. Gorgeous. This one, Odette. She's got an angel feel about her, hasn't she? Absolutely stunning. I wish my waist was like that. Then we've got Cowgirl Mermaid. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she just beautiful? And there's that seahorse again. If you've just caught the Art of Nature colouring book, it's got a seahorse in there, and I was talking about keeping that as a reference book. So there we are. That would have come in handy had I have already coloured that seahorse in. Look at this one. Troll Girl. Gorgeous. Now, she would suit not having traditional hair colour, I think. It would be nice to see her with a different hair colour and maybe even a different skin tone. Beautiful. My imagination's running wild, folks. And this is called Fairytale Forest. Look at those trees. They're watching. Yeah, be interesting to know whether they're on her side. They look a bit mean, don't they? Beautiful. Oh, look. Cookie elves. I love that. Look at her face. It's like she's proud of the baking that she's done and the fact that she's sharing them. What a lovely picture. And Seedling, I don't have it to hand, I don't know where I've put it, but if you look on my channel, there is a colour along. I'll try and put a eye up in the corner for you to click on if you haven't seen that, and she's done with pastels. And I've seen, I think, I won't say it in case I've got it wrong, but somebody very popular on YouTube has done this picture and it turned out magnificently. Lilies and Pearls, she's called. Usually I copy these onto copy paper, so we could be, I'm just trying to find it, be getting out our, let me lift it up, 3D pearl effects. This is just Dovecraft ones from Hobbycraft, but you could use those on those, couldn't you? That would be amazing. And because these books are single-sided, it doesn't matter if you've got that texture there. It won't stop you colouring the other pages. Beautiful. And these are, I think, is this the start of our bonus ones? Lilies and Pearls was the first of our bonus. And then we've got Dear Diary. Isn't she gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Then we've got Kitty Cuddles. How lovely, look at that. I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's absolutely pouring down. And I've just hung my white washing on the line. Isn't that wondrous? Kitty Cuddles, look at that. He's got a look of Siamese about him, hasn't he? How beautiful. And then this one. Bedtime Story. So, quite typically of a family with a young child, mum and dad are both fast asleep, as are the pets, and the child is still wide awake enjoying the book. Isn't that a beautiful image? So there we are, and there's all the other books that are available, plus don't forget her Etsy store. So there we are, Christine Karron Fairy and Fantasy Grayscale Colouring Book. I'll put a link down below to this book. I'll put an eye up in the corner somewhere to link the colour along on my channel, and her Etsy store too. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, take very good care of yourselves. Bye bye.